Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Tisch Loveless Court inside the Anderson Athletic Center for this evening's volleyball home opener for the Kalamazoo College Hornets as they take on North Park University. Good evening again. My name is Zach Metz. Next to me is the great Dawson Skupin. Thanks for joining me again for tonight's matchup. When you're Kalamazoo off to a hot start, 4-1, when you're facing a team with the national ranking that North Park has, what are some of the things you're looking for out of your team?
Well, thanks for having me back again, Mets. But I think there's really two big keys here. And the first one starts with limiting the errors. I mean, being able to return serves. And when you get chances for kills, I mean, taking advantage of those. And then the second one is really feed your hot hand. Brittany Miller been playing really good in these first 5 games. Feed her on the outside, and hopefully she'll keep continuing to get those kills. Yeah,
Brittany Miller is the leader for Kalamazoo in kills at 59 on the year. North Park, on the other hand, their kill leader, Adriana Rodriguez, who enters today with 87. North Park is 5-0 on the year, coached by Michael Spassi, the reigning CCIW Coach of the Year. Won their first conference championship last year. An appearance in the NCAA tournament, also picked up the CCIW Tournament Championship. Kalamazoo is coached by Morgan Lemner in her first season with the Hornets. They had a hot start, off to a 4-1 start, picked up 4 wins down at Sandusky, Ohio, in what I believe was called the Great Lakes Crossover. Wins over Oberlin, Washington, Jefferson, Waynesburg, and Penn State, Altoona. They dropped their last matchup Friday. They traveled to Concordia, Chicago. Dropped that one for their first loss of the year. Looking to pull the upset here today and pick up a big win for the Hornets. We are just under 7 minutes from the start of this one. We thank you all for tuning in again. My name is Zach Metz. Next to me is Dawson Skupin. Tonight's matchup, North Park University and your Kalamazoo College Hornets.
And welcome back to Tish Loveless Court at the campus of Kalamazoo College. And we're going to give you a live look in at Zach Metz down on the court, giving you our starting lineups for today.
Representatives or other fans will not be tolerated at our grounds for removal from the site of competition. At this time, we ask you to stand for the playing of our national anthem. And now the starting lineups for your Kalamazoo College Hornets. Number 9, Savannah Chappie. Number 11, Josie Cook. Number 15, Michaela Goddard. Number 19, Brittany Miller. Number 21, Tony Kochmeyer. And number 22, Hallie Johnson. Good luck to both teams tonight. Scoop, how'd I do?
I think I give it a solid 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10.
Gonna get this one underway in 1 second. North Park ranked 15th in the nation. Hornets and Morgan Lem, they're in the process of building a program that can compete for MIAA championships. They get a major test tonight. Before we start, we got a women's soccer final score. The Kalamazoo College women's soccer team dropping their game tonight against Wheaton, a final score of 2-1. They trailed almost the entirety of that game. Picked up a 65th minute goal from Sydney Hagman, but unable to complete the comeback in that one. You were there, Scoop. I mean, just didn't feel like that was the Hornets' night?
No, I mean, just being there, Wheaton seemed to have a control over that game throughout the entire game, and just an unfortunate one for the girls to drop over there.
We have 3 athletic events here at Kalamazoo College tonight. The men's soccer team will be up at 7 o'clock over at McKenzie Field. They're going to take on a nationally ranked powerhouse, the University of Chicago. Hornets have played the Maroons recently, and they have battled with them, yet to come out on top. They get an opportunity to do so tonight. Hornets will serve first in this one. going to be the freshman Michaela Goddard to serve first out of Martin, Michigan. We await the officials ready for play. Mention the starters really quickly. Adriana Rodriguez, Mary Kate Giesen, Carly Simeona French, Brianna Hebner, Abby Ames, and Meg Rothermel for North Park. Their libero, Carolina Avalos, and for Kalamazoo, Savannah Chappie, Josie Cook, Goddard, Brittany Miller, Tony Kochmeyer, Hallie Johnson, Lizzie Rochelle is their libero. Goddard will serve to get us underway, and the home opener for the Hornets is off and running. On the receiving end, and a little tap, and Chappie is there for the early block. Chappie has 6 total blocks entering tonight, picks up 1. I believe that's a solo block all the way. Hornets score first. It's 1-0 Kalamazoo. As you can tell, no scoreboard showing on the live feed tonight. We'll make sure to keep you updated on every score. As the Vikings receive again, they just have to send this over. Goddard to the floor. They're going to give Hallie Johnson a swing. Now North Park will regroup, and they're struggling on the receiving end right now to really set up any big-time kill attempt. Miller with a big swing. Dig to Ames. Ball blocked at the net. Johnson going to get another try. Was that tipped? It was not, just off.
Yeah, Metzen, talk about a great rally to open up this game. I mean, North Park a little bit out of it early, it looks like. I mean, just unable to get those sets down in the early part of that rally, but picked it up later on and ultimately able to secure the point.
Carolina Avalos will serve now, wearing the black jersey for North Park tonight. Strong serve, and a reception error going to go against Hallie Johnson. And North Park has their first lead. It's 2-1 on the ace.
Yeah, Metzen, if the Hornets really want to stay in this one and have a chance for the upset, I mean, they got to really eliminate those errors, and just an unfortunate one there early on.
Avalos was second team All-CCIW in 2022. Sends another one over. This one cleanly received by Miller. Chappie gets a try in the middle of the floor. She puts it down. So even at 2, and a quick whistle and an error on the ball runners. As Hallie Johnson sends this over right into the heart of the North Park defense. Big swing coming, and it's going to be a little, oh, it was off the fingertips. That's the kill leader for North Park, Adriana Rodriguez.
Yeah, and Rodriguez right there with a lot of power on that one, and just unfortunate there that it tipped off the blocker's fingertips.
Rodriguez out of Carolina, Puerto Rico. Miller trying to just play it over, and a bad pass makes it 4-2 Vikings.
Yeah, Metzen, those are really the ones that are going to be the killers during this game. Just unfortunate setting errors and receiving errors.
North Park swept the weekly awards in the Collegiate Conference of Illinois and Wisconsin, as that one way too strong from Mary Kate Giesen. As Rodriguez was named the CCIW Offensive Player of the Week, and Aviles was the Defensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, and talk about a good start to your season, 5-0, and sweeping in awards for your conference.
Kochmeyer back in. Chance in the middle. Rochelle there for the dig. Miller trying for her first kill. It's blocked and it lands out of bounds.
Yeah, and that's what you're going to see a lot of tonight from the Hornets. Get it to your outside hitter, Brittany Miller, and she'll make him pay more times than not.
The junior from Lombard, Illinois has 59 kills entering tonight. That last one blocked, but it landed in a fortunate spot for Kalamazoo. Miller was second on the team in kills a year ago and in points. And that one blocked. A great job by the Vikings and Ames to save it. Goddard to Kochmeyer, and she just goes short. Caught a bit of a break as the Vikings mistimed the jump, and a smile on her face, and The Hornets get a bounce. They take a 5-4 lead.
Yeah, and talk about a smart play right there. I mean, sees a little bit of gap up front, doesn't really want to take on those blockers, and kind of just taps one over for an easy point.
Izzy Rochelle, the senior, serving. And she's too strong, so a service error from Rochelle. Evens us at 5. It's going to be Rodriguez to serve. First team all CCIW a year ago. As mentioned earlier, this team the double champs of the CCIW, winning the regular season and the tournament. 460 kills a year ago, leading the Vikings. Second on team with 59 aces.
Yep, and returning her serve all night will not be an easy task for the Hornets.
Powerful, but too strong. And the Hornets retake a 6-5 lead.
Yeah, and you can see why she had that many aces on the season last year. I mean, talk about a powerful serve, just unable to control that one and lost it a little bit far.
North Park with some subs. Bring you those in a moment. That one received on the back line. Ball blocked on a swing from Simeona French. Johnson from the back line. Too strong. Even at 6.
Yeah, and just a little bit of good back and forth to start this game, and that's what you like to see from the Hornets. I mean, stay competitive, stay in these, and don't let anything slip away from you early.
Meg Rothermel will go back to serve. Yana Mulby's in as the setter. It's up for Jackie LaFollette, and it's blocked for a point to the Vikings. Jackie just came in, as did Mulby. For North Park, it's Shemaya Collier in as well. Rothermel to serve again. LaFollette gets another try. Rothermel a dig, and Johnson diving to the floor. Jackie's going to get another chance, and it found the line.
Yeah, Metz, and after that first one, wasn't really a great hit, but then after that, 2 great kill attempts. And great job by North Park on the first one to dig it up, but perfectly placed on that second one right on the line.
Allie Johnson out. Tatum Casper in for Kalamazoo. Miller's back to serve. Bit of an awkward reception by Rodriguez, and a great dig by Miller. Miscue from Casper and Rochelle, but they get it over. Chance from the middle is blocked. Casper gets a try right into Aviles, and now Rodriguez from long range. It finds the line.
Again, right there, another new face for the Hornets, Tatum Casper, and a great-looking first kill attempt, and an even better dig from North Park. It ends up in a point in their favor.
Casper comes from Western Michigan. Just gonna have to swing it over here. He does so. And it's a miscue. This is going to be a violation of too many hits against the Vikings. So some early North Park miscues. We're even at 8. Chappie back in. Tony Koschmeider back to serve. That swing, nobody near it for Collier. And oh, it was.
Yeah, it looks like she hit the net on her follow-through on that kill, and ref on the far side is going to call that one.
A break for the Hornets. They've got the lead back, 9-8. And there's a little dump over from Mary Kate Giesen, the center for the Vikings.
Yeah, just a great play right there by Giesen. I mean, sees the opening right in the middle of the Hornets defense and takes advantage to even up the score back at 9.
Giesen, a senior from Rogers, Arkansas. Serving now for North Park is Ames. The junior from Grand Rapids, Michigan. Not far from home tonight. Casper just has to lightly tap it over. Rodriguez gets a swing, blocked. Can they keep this alive? They do, and LaFollette gets it over. Rodriguez will just push this to the back line. Mulby to Chappie in the middle, mistimed the jump. Rodriguez will get another try. That one's out of play.
Yeah, and really a sloppy set overall right there from both sides, but the Hornets able to come out on top.
Cook in for Mulby. Goddard in for La Follette.
I mean, that's really whenever you're in doubt for North Park, kind of just hit it over in Rodriguez's area, and hopefully she'll make you right.
Goddard serves. Guess who they're going to? Rodriguez, but the Hornets have done a great job with their middle blockers so far. Casper gets a swing, that's blocked. Rochelle immediately back over. They're gonna, looked like they were gonna try and set up Rodriguez. Instead, it's Simeona French, but the Hornets get a try. Here's Cook, too strong.
Yeah, and as you said, a great job up front for the Hornets, and Chappie, Cook, and Casper up front really doing a great job early blocking.
Well, it looks like Cook didn't really get much snap of her wrist. We sit even at 10 here in set number 1. Serve went right at Casper, and now Cook will just have to lightly tap it over. North Park will get the setup and attack. Simeona French, and a great dig by Rochelle, but Chappie couldn't quite keep it up. It looked like that might have been dug out by the forehead of Lizzie.
Yeah, and a great play by Lizzie, as you said, right there to get it up, but just a really tough play for Chappie right there in the net, trying to pop that back up to one of her teammates for the third hit.
Aviles will serve. Casper again receives. Chappie in the middle, and she mistimed the jump again. So after a good early showing from Savannah Chappie, a couple mistakes on jumps, and it's 12-10 North Park, the largest lead for either side.
Yeah, and still early. She's just settling in. Hopefully avoid some of those mistakes later on, because the Hornets really need her to play well in this game.
They'll get a mistake from Aviles, and it's an error to make it 12-11. Casper out, Johnson in. They're going back to Rodriguez. Big swing, just a touch too strong.
And obviously Rodriguez, North Park's big hitter, but just struggling a little bit with some control early on in this one. I mean, missed a serve long and has missed a couple of kills long.
We're back even at 12. This time it's Rothermel, and not much power on that one. Miller gets a try. Aviles there. And a great block by Chappie, but it's going to mean Rodriguez gets a try, and it will result in a kill for Adriana Rodriguez.
Yeah, and a great play right there from Chappie to just one hit that back over, and unfortunate that for the Vikings it ends up right in the hands of Rodriguez for another kill.
Giesen back to serve. Rochelle with some theatrics to receive that one. Cook just pushes it over, and it found the right spot.
Yeah, and what a great play right there from Josie Cook. I mean, sees the opening in the back right corner and just takes advantage of it right away.
Josie Cook, the dual sport athlete. A couple of volleyball, basketball players on this team, Cook and Miller. Rochelle, serve is received by Aviles, and then a really well-placed swing from Meg Rothermel. Give the lead back to the Vikings.
Yeah, and as you said, just greatly placed right there, and nothing really Rochelle can do right there. Just try to get a forearm on it and hope it pops up for one of your teammates.
Rothermel, the sophomore from Cary, Illinois, entered tonight with 37 kills. Big swing and a serve from Rodriguez, but the Hornets are there. Koschmatter has to push it back. Simeona French's swing is tipped. Point to the Vikings. And this is where you feel like you might have a little bit of a frontline advantage, if there is one against a team like North Park, with Rodriguez here serving, push back to the back line.
Yeah, and right now is really where you have to take advantage of that. I mean, try to get something to your front hitters, your outside hitters, and maybe set up Miller. I mean, she's had a couple of hits, but really not that many as you'd like to get to her.
Collier with a kill. And North Park starting to roll a little bit. And Morgan Lemner is going to try and stop that momentum with an early timeout.
Yeah, Madsen. some really important points coming up. Obviously, North Park expanding the lead to 3. I mean, their biggest lead they've had all game. And the Hornets really need to get in front of this one to not fall behind and lose this first set.
Take a quick break here in the first set. North Park leading at 16-13. Adriana Rodriguez will continue to serve as North Park with the last 3 points to take the largest lead of the game. The high toss and the swing, and we resume play. Rochelle receives. They're going to try for Miller, and she goes short. Collier there for the dig. Simeona French's swing is blocked. Rodriguez from the back line goes short. What a great, or rather a great kill from Adriana Rodriguez.
Yeah, and Rodriguez normally the power hitter, and realizes kind of that those blockers up front for the Hornets jumped early on that one and can just tap it over as they fall down and pick up an easy point instead of trying to kill one. And that's some real important points right here for the Hornets to not really fall behind too deep in this hole.
They'll get one off of a service error from Rodriguez. Get back within 3. It's 17-14.
Yeah, and Rodriguez really with a gift right there for the Hornets. Kind of started to have them back on their heels for the first time in this game and gives them a free point in the serve back.
Cook serves. Collier gets the swing. And another kill for the Vikings, an immediate answer. They'll bring in Kate Freeman now, a freshman from Cincinnati, Ohio. She's back to serve. Johnson receives. Mulby sets up Miller. Big swing. That didn't miss the line by much.
Yeah, just barely out in that back left corner for Miller, and a little bit of an unfortunate break there for the Hornets.
So Freeman will get another serve. Hasn't seen much action this year, but in set 1 here. Mulby goes across to Follett. That's on the line.
Yeah, I think it might have also been tipped, but either way, a great point for the Hornets.
Casper in, Johnson out. Miller back to serve. A really strong swing. North Park really starting to roll now, and they are within 5 of taking set 1, leading 20-15.
I believe that was Hubner right there on that kill, and really no lack of power over there on North Park's side.
Carly Simeona French to serve. Mulby goes to the middle for La Follette, and it's dug out by Simeona French. Now Collier right to Casper. Jackie's going to get a third try, and that one will go to North Park. It's tough to tell from our angle sometimes when it hits the net versus when it's really tipped.
Yeah, I was pretty surprised on that one. I really thought that one was tipped, but a great play over there for North Park to not touch that one and let it go.
They bring in Rihanna Hayes, junior from Wheeling, Illinois. They lead by 6 here in set 1, 21-15. Simeona French to serve again. And Casper with an error on the reception.
Yeah, just a little bit out of position. Didn't really move her feet great on that one, but still not out of it if you're the Hornets.
Simeona French was third on North Park in kills a year ago, as well as in blocks. Had a career-high 14 against Carthage in the CCIW championship match. Here's Miller. A little short. Simeona French gets a try. It's blocked. They managed to just barely keep it alive. And then Aviles sends it out of bounds.
Yeah, I couldn't really tell if that was Casper or Koschmeider up there in front, but either way, great job by those two to take a point for the Hornets when you really needed it.
Collier with a big swing and a kill, and the Vikings are within 2 of winning set 1.
Yeah, and right now is the time for the Hornets. Really need to go on a run and try to make this thing a little bit closer before they get set point.
Abby Ames in her homecoming will serve. Casper's going to get a try and hits it right into the net, so now we sit at set point.
Yeah, maybe just mistimed that jump a little bit. Seemed like she was going on the way down when she hit the ball and made that ball go a little bit down into the net.
North Park 1 point away from taking set number 1. They're going to have to defend at least a little bit. La Follette with a swing and a block, but Kalamazoo gets another try. Casper just plays it over, gets the kill to at least extend it to 1 more.
Yeah, and as you said, the Hornets will stay alive. I mean, a little bit of a tough task. Need 7 points here in a row. Try to take this thing to a win by 2 situation.
Goddard will be tasked with trying to serve to keep it that way. And that one finds the ground on a swing from Hayes. North Park takes set 1 by a score of 25-17. We'll have 3 minutes, and then set number 2 coming back up. A couple of numbers to highlight. Adriana Rodriguez, North Park leader in kills with 4. Jackie La Follette with 2 for the Hornets, leading them. The assist category, it's Goddard with 3 for the Hornets. And for North Park, Mary Kate Giesen with 11 already. She has hardly left the floor, and when she's been on the floor, she has been quite effective. We're going to take a quick break in between sets 1 and 2. Set 2 coming up next. North Park with a 1-0 lead. Back to start set number 2. Kalamazoo trailing North Park 1-0 as we look at who the Vikings have out on the floor to start the second set. Meg Rothermel out there with Adriana Rodriguez. Carly Simeona French. Brianna Hubner. Looks like Abby Ames. And then Mary Kay Giesen. With Carolina Aviles waiting to come in for the Hornets. It's Tony Koschmider, Michaela Goddard, Hallie Johnson, Brittany Miller, Savannah Chappie, Josie Cook with Lizzie Rochelle, the libero, coming in. Aviles will serve to start. Hornets in a bit of scramble mode early, and Miller will send it over. Rothermel gets a swing and a kill. And you can see Morgan Lemner telling Miller, move up.
Yeah, and a little bit's on her, but I think it got a little bit of an awkward tip and took a little bit of the juice off the ball, and that's why she misplayed it there.
Light serve. This one's going to be up near the net, and then I think Chappie might have hit the net.
Yeah, one of those players up front for the Hornets maybe just touched the net trying to go up for one. And another point from North Park to open up this set.
Long serve, too strong for Carolina Aviles. And the Hornets get their first point of set number 2. It's 2-1 North Park.
Yeah, and Aviles is kind of struggling a little bit early in this one on the serves. Might be a reason why she popped up a couple of those first ones.
And today leading North Park in digs with 110 as big swing from Rodriguez and another kill. That's her 5th of the night. 3-1 Vikings. Rochelle receives the serve. Miller with a try. That's blocked. They'll get another try, though. Cook a little slow to it. And that's 4 hits against the Hornets. And now mistakes on the Kalamazoo side.
Yeah, and what we talked about in the open, Mets, I mean, mistakes that you can't really make. Just kind of an awkward set for Cook to get to and unable to pop it over the net on that one.
Rochelle chose to receive the serve. That might have been too strong. It somehow ends up back to North Park, and now Simeona French hits one that Johnson has to go all the way back into the Hornet bench to get, and she can't keep it in play. So it will result in another point to the Vikings, 5-1. Johnson from the back line. Lightly taps it over. Rothermel with a try. Rochelle to Miller, and a bad swing for Miller, and now it just feels like the wheels might be coming off a little bit.
Yeah, and just take a second to regroup here for the Hornets. I mean, a little bit of unfortunate play. I mean, some sets that have just been at awkward angles for the outside hitters to kind of control, and you find yourself early in a 5-point hole.
Chappie's swing is not controlled by the Vikings, and Kalamazoo back on the board, 6-2.
Yeah, and a real smart play right there from Goddard. I mean, saw she had Chappie right there in the middle, on already up for her swing, and kind of just hits it right into her coming down arm.
The senior from Novi, Lizzie Rochelle to serve. Nearly picked up an ace, and in fact she did.
Yeah, and a great serve right there from Rochelle, and exactly what you need from one of your leaders. I mean, played a lot of minutes for this team, obviously being a senior, and try to bring them back in this one a little bit here.
Led the team in digs and receptions last year, second on the team in aces last year. 3-time MIAA academic honor roll member. As Rodriguez gets a try right in front of Johnson. 7-3 North Park. Rodriguez will get the big toss and the big serve. Too strong. Third time she sent one over the back line.
Yeah, and obviously the serve Rodriguez is going for not very easy. I mean, really tossing that high toss and just unable to get the control part down a little bit here early on in this one.
So Josie Cook will serve. Shelley receives. Johnson's attempt. Not there. And we're going to have 4 hits against the Vikings, so the Hornets put 2 points in a row together.
Yeah, and right after the Hornets found themselves in a 5-point hole, kind of just digging themselves out here and making this one a game.
Cook to Rodriguez on the reception. A big swing, and Cook had the hands too high. Kill going to Annalise Rotman, who just came in, a junior, also back in her home state from Okemos.
Yeah, Metzen, never a lack of energy in here for one of these volleyball games. I mean, both benches really been fired up this entire game. And for it still being summer break to Kalamazoo College, a pretty good turnout of fellow athletes as an ace picked up from Rothermel. A lot of the football guys coming out, obviously. Soccer players are a little bit preoccupied, and speaking of soccer at 7 o'clock, over at McKenzie Field, the men's soccer team is going to take on the University of Chicago. As Jackie LaFollette gets a try. Rodriguez counter. That's dug out. Johnson a backline swing. A little too much on it. And now North Park doubling up Kalamazoo. It is 10-5 Vikings. Yeah, and a great dig right there from Rochelle, as you said. And just unable to capitalize on it are the Hornets. And another point North Park's way. And right after they made it a game, kind of opening that gap once again.
Reception error against Johnson.
Yeah, and really just a great play serve right there from Rothermel.
Taylor Stevens comes in for the first time today. Another Okemos native, a sophomore. Receives the serve. LaFollette gets a cross-court try. Well dug out ball by Rodriguez. And Stevens with one on her own, but Olby couldn't get it, and Morgan Lemner's calling a timeout. Yeah. Trying to keep it from getting a little too far away.
Maybe a little bit of miscommunication. I think Koschmeider was right there to hit that ball up on the second hit and kind of just runs away from it thinking someone's behind her and there's no one there.
Quick break, second set. North Park already with one set one. They lead number 2, 12-5. The last 5 points of this set to North Park. They lead at 12-5. Meg Rothermel will serve. Shelley back in. Receives it. Brady Miller gets a try. It's on the line. Second kill of the night for Brittany Miller.
Yeah, and Rodriguez looks a little shocked that one stayed in. Definitely thought that was out there. And just a great play right there for Miller to keep that one down the line.
So Hornets break the streak. And Miller Mulby couldn't get that on the swing from Rotman. 13-6 North Park.
And the Hornets kind of in that danger area from letting this set kind of slip away from them. Obviously need to get a little bit of a rally going here, make this game a little bit closer.
Tough to do against a team like North Park as Simeona French will serve. Mulby to Stevens, floating through the air and right to Rodriguez. Now Rothman with a try. Mulby to La Follette. Rally being built here, and it's going to continue as La Follette plays it over. And a great dig by Rochelle. Jackie just tries to push it over. Blocked by the Vikings, and they get the point.
Yeah, and a great rally right there. I mean, there's been some real good back and forth in this game early on, and North Park just able to come out on top on that one. And as you said, man, it's very difficult to put together kind of a run here for the Hornets. I mean, this North Park team is just really good.
That'll help. Simeona French sent that one into the net.
Yeah, and really a lot of the Hornets' points, I mean, coming out of gimmies from North Park. I mean, serving errors and return errors.
Hasn't been totally crisp from the Vikings. As Rothman with a big swing. They keep it in. La Follette got it over, but it's going to land out of bounds. 15-7.
Yeah, man, it's in a team that's not playing very crisp, and just think about how good they look if they were.
Ames serves into the net. Another service error. That is the 8th service error of the game for the Vikings. In a game where they are hitting far better than the Hornets. That's what's giving Kalamazoo a little bit of life right now. Goddard serves. Rodriguez is going to get a big run up and a big swing. They keep it alive though. Cook just pushes it to the back line. A great dig by Ames. Rodriguez gets another try. There's Goddard. Cook's turn again. Another push a long way back. And Miller couldn't quite get to that one. That one's going to go to Hubner.
Yeah, and just a tons of good plays in that rally right there. I mean, Cook with 2 really excellent put balls, I mean, into either corner, and just a great job by North Park to control those and eventually win that point.
North Park is the favorites to defend their conference crown as Chappie just has to play it over, missed it out of bounds. Another point to the Vikings. The CCIW preseason poll goes North Park with 6 first-place votes, then Carthage with 2, Milliken with 1, followed by Illinois Wesleyan, Augustana, Elmhurst, North Central, Wheaton, and Carroll. North Central is a future opponent of the Hornets. As Cook's ball is blocked, it lands out of bounds. Kalamazoo's going to take on North Central in October in Naperville on October 11th. First MIAA game for the Hornets. October 1st when they go to Albion. Big swing from Stevens. That very nearly dropped on the line, but Stevens trying to say that hit the back corner, but it did not.
Yeah, and almost an excellent placed ball right there from Stevens. I mean, in the back left corner and serves it completely opposite court and almost nicks a corner.
Rochelle with the reception error. 10-point lead in the set for North Park.
Yeah, and really North Park has just been in complete control of this set. I mean, most of the points that the Hornets have had have come from serving errors.
We talked about the CCIW poll, excuse me. Let's take a look at the MIAA poll now as that one sails out of bounds. Another point to the Hornets. The operant number is 6, the top 6 make the MIAA tournament. So Hope College, the heavy favorites, 8 first-place votes, followed behind Calvin. Then it's Albion, Adrian, Trine, and Olivet. That is the predicted top 6 from the coaches. Then Alma and 7. Kalamazoo sits at 8. St. Mary's behind them at 9. Rochelle serves, and not quite going to get an ace out of it, but Miller's going to get a swing. And then Koschmider right up with Hayes. Big time denial from Rihanna Hayes.
Yeah, and talk about a rally right there. I mean, you thought you had an ace right there from Rochelle, and just a great job to dig it out, and then a little bit of back and forth before a monster block, as you said. And again, North Park just pulling away with this one.
Subs for the Vikings. They're going to bring Rotman back in, as well as Peyton Smith in for the first time, and Debbie Dinkle comes in as well. And Lemner's going to call a timeout for the Hornets, so we'll take another quick break. North Park dominant in set number 2. They lead the Kalamazoo College Hornets 20-10. Hornets just called their second timeout of the set. You're down 20-10. It's going to be really, really difficult to get out of this one, but what do you think Kalamazoo's thinking right now?
Yeah, kind of just take a timeout, kind of regather themselves. I mean, obviously North Park is giving them some freebies and keeping them in this one, and see if they can put together some type of rally and maybe try to crawl back into the set.
Peyton Smith, the freshman from Aiea, Hawaii, with the error. As Cook will serve. A big swing and a kill for Debbie Dinkle, a senior from Bolingbrook, Illinois. As Mulby and LaFollette come back in.
Yeah, Mets in North Park, I mean, they just subbed out Rodriguez and Simeona French, and really taking out your big guns and coming in with some players off the bench, and really no fall off there. I mean, just another powerful kill.
Carmelo Rio serves, and the Hornets can't receive. Koschmider with a big swing, gets it down. So Kalamazoo gonna at least tighten this up a little bit. North Park, of course, bringing some subs in with the big lead in the set.
Yeah, and back to 10, and really right now with Miller serving, look to see if you can get a little rally going and get this down to maybe 7-6.
And a big swing for Rotman, who's got now 3 kills in the set. That makes it 23-12. A quick serve from Dinkle. Tony gets a try, blocked. They're gonna go Stevens here. That one up off the ceiling and down.
Yeah, Madsen, as we said, I mean, North Park kind of without their big guns at the end of this set and stepping up right now. Annalise Rotman really having herself a great set.
She's got 5 total kills on the day and 3 in this set. Koschmider serves, not a clean reception, and Rotman just has to play it over. Stevens gonna get another try, goes short, right to Rotman. As Geeson tried to be a little sneaky. Rotman tries again, that one's blocked. LaFollette and Chappie were right there, and I think that one's going to Jackie.
Yeah, and really it's been a great job up front all game for the Hornets. I mean, really led by Savannah Chappie, doing a great job up front and getting those blocks.
They're going to get another try. Chappie in the middle, got it down, and the Hornets put a bit of a run together. They're within 8, still a long, long way to go, trailing 23-15. North Park still needs just 2 more points.
Yeah, and it's really been that quick set right in the middle to Chappie. I mean, well, she's already in the air and just a quick kill, and it's going to be tough for anyone to defend.
Miller goes too strong, and it's now set point. Michael Saposi was over there telling his team to settle down. They now only need 1 more point. Rodman will serve, too strong.
Yeah, and as we just said, Rotman obviously having a great set and unable to put it away there. And the Hornets a sliver of life.
Goddard will be the final Hornet to serve in this set. It'll either end in a North Park win again or the rally of all rallies. That could be the way to start it. A little miscommunication on the reception. Chappie gets a try. Blocked, but on the wrong side of the net for North Park.
Yeah, and really just like the first set, I mean, Goddard with a chance serving to go on a little bit of a run, and this time they're able to pick up the first one. I mean, that's the most important one.
They need 8 more to win a set, 7 more to at least get into a win-by-2 situation. And the Vikings just have to lay it over again. Goddard goes to Cook. That dug out for the Vikings, and the swing blocks. Hornets keep it alive. Chappie just has to lob it over. There's Rio. Swing, Doug Goddard. Stevens has a long way to go. What a rally we've got now from the back wall. Rotman couldn't quite get it. A great dig by Rochelle. Now Stevens goes short. On top of it was Smith. A little pushover and a tap by Rochelle to keep it alive. We're still going. Stevens couldn't end it. Vikings with a chance. Smith is blocked, but it lands on the Hornets side, and North Park wins set number 2.
Wow.
An unbelievable rally, but too little too late for the Hornets in set number 2. It goes to the Vikings, 25-17.
Yeah, Madsen, if the Hornets can figure out how to play like they did right there at the end, I mean, in the middle part of that set, they're right there in that one, and just a little too late, as you said, for the Hornets to try to make a comeback and drop set number 2 as well.
Quick stat updates. Chappie with 4 kills for the Hornets. Cook, Miller, Koshmetter, and La Follette with 2 each for North Park. Rodriguez with 7, Rotman with 5, Simeona French and Collier each with 3, leading them in assists. Now, we'll tell you about that next. Take a quick break here for the end of set number 2. Set 3 coming up. North Park wins it. They now lead at 2-0. Set number 3 about to get underway. North Park needs just one more set to be victorious. They look for the sweep right here, as on the floor for them it will be Giesen, Rodriguez, Hubner, Aviles, along with Ames, and for the first time tonight, Sayana Reynolds, a junior from Rapid City, South Dakota. For the Hornets, they go Goddard, Rochelle, LaFollette, Stevens, Chappie, and Casper. Quick one over the net from Giesen. Casper has to swing from the back wall. Rodriguez goes short. Stevens can't get there. First point of the set to North Park.
Yeah, and a great play right there from Rodriguez. I mean, obviously the power hitter on the outside, and the Hornets expecting a big swing and just taps it over for the easy point and get 1-0 to start set 3.
Jackie gets a swing, and it's off the fingertips of Ames. One here in set number 3. Take a look at what's coming up around Hornet Athletics in just a moment. Stevens with a big swing and a serve. And that one bouncing around. Casper got it over. Rothermel gets the unconventional kill. So as I mentioned tonight, Kalamazoo women's soccer team was in action earlier tonight. They were at home against Wheaton. Unfortunately dropped that 1-2. Men's soccer will take on the number 7 team in the land of Division III, the University of Chicago. That game starting in about 5 minutes. It's a big swing from Casper, dug out by Aviles, and that one blocked, lands on the line. How about Savannah Chappie?
Yeah, and a great play right there from Aviles. I mean, just to be able to save that. And an even better play right there from Chappie to finish off the point. A little bit more energy from the Hornet bench at the start of this one.
That's part of what Savannah Chappie can do for you. Rochelle to serve. Rodriguez short. Goddard the setup. Casper has it blocked. Rochelle immediately had to play it back over. Reynolds tries right at Goddard. Now LaFollette will try. Rodriguez. Stevens dove and couldn't quite get it. It's 3-2 Vikings.
I mean, when all else fails, just hit it over there to Rodriguez and she'll make you right.
Tomorrow there's a lot going on around Hornet Athletics. Women's golf will be in action at the Kyle Campbell Invitational in Marshall, Michigan. Men's and women's cross country will be running at the Franklin Grizzly Invite in Franklin, Indiana. As that's a big swing again from Rodriguez. Koschmider short, has it blocked. Rochelle immediately grabbed it. Rothermel, the tip helps Rochelle. Now Casper a try. Avila's got to it. They play it over. Good chance. Goddard to Koschmider. Did it work? Not quite. Vikings have to just send it over, and a little bit of chaos here. Koschmider has it blocked. And the Hornets get whistled for 4 hits.
Yeah, and just excellent defense right there from North Park. I mean, I don't know how they stayed alive those 2 times in a row. Able to come out with the point.
3-2 Vikings also tomorrow. The Kalamazoo College football season opener when they take on the Kangaroos of Austin College, coming up all the way from Texas. Casper with a try, that's blocked. Collier gets a kill. It just feels like North Park has been so smart after settling in after some early mistakes.
Yeah, and I totally agree with you right there, Mets. I mean, also maybe trying to be just a little bit too powerful in the beginning and causing some of those errors, but now really just playing it smart and taking what the defense gives them, even if that's just a little tip over.
Another service error for Rodriguez. I believe that's number 4 on her tonight. Hornet volleyball team won't have long to think about this one regardless of the result. They got 2 tomorrow down at Manchester University. They'll take on the Spartans of Manchester as well as Wilmington College. And then Sunday, the women's soccer team will travel down to Baldwin Wallace for a game there as they look to avenge their loss to Wheaton. Mulby sends it into the net. Makes it 5-3 North Park. Stevens on the receiving end from Rothermel. Cook with a swing. Dug out Rodriguez. Collier goes cross court. It's down. Vikings doubling up at 6-3.
Yeah, and again, just another greatly placed ball. And for Shelley, really nothing you can ask her to do there. Just a little bit out of position and unable to get to that one.
Rothermel serves again. Casper's turn. That's blocked. Collier has it dug by Stevens. Now Cook gets a try, pushes it for the back corner, and Rothermel was waiting for it. Reynolds has it blocked, though. That one's Cook.
Yeah, and Cook unsuccessful trying to dump it into the corner, but gets it right back there with the block. And Hornets sitting there at 4-6 and try to get a little rally going again to maybe take a lead in this set.
Collier is going to get the first swing, and it's blocked again. I believe that one was Tony Koschmatter.
As he said, I mean, just keep getting the energy up on the Hornets bench. A little extra juice never hurt nobody.
7-5 North Park. Casper waits for that one. Her swing is caught by Rodriguez. And another dig for Tatum. Stevens gets a try, goes short. North Park ready. Now Reynolds blocked again. Another block. Vikings just have to try and get this over. They get it over a block attempt. Now Stevens gets a swing right to Aviles. Now Rodriguez's turn. That ends all momentum.
Wow. And personally, I thought that one was a little bit far, but ref says it hits the line, and just another great rally. And it seems like every single time we have one of those, it always goes North Park's way. I mean,
that swing took all the energy right out of the building. Koschmatter goes short, but it lands out of bounds.
Yeah, and a little bit of a run for the Hornets. And as you said, I mean, just a great placed ball and kind of took the energy out of the building, but maybe a little bit back here. As you said, the Hornets trying to force a fourth set.
Diving reception by Reynolds, and then Chappie there to put it away. Kalamazoo's advantage, at least in this set, has been their middle blockers.
Yeah, and just a great job up front for the Hornets in this set. I mean, obviously a ton of blocks and then smart plays like that. I mean, just dumping it over on the first hit when you know there's room there.
Another block. And then Koschmatter gets a dig. Taylor Stevens swing. That's going to get down. Even at 8 in set number 3.
Yeah, and the Hornets are fired up here in this one. I mean, down a little bit early in this set and now bringing it all the way back 8-8. See if they can continue this run.
Koschmatter serves. Collier gets the try and quickly quiets everything for North Park. Makes it 9-8. Aims to serve. Mulby receives a chance for Stevens. That's blocked. Rochelle right there for it. Cook goes short over. Here comes Rodriguez. Just out. No, actually, they're going to give this, I think, North Park. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like Rodriguez was a little unhappy with the call. I mean, kind of looking at the official saying, like, what's up? I thought that was in. Looks like she was right. Just a little bit of an unfortunate turn right there for the Hornets. I mean, kind of takes out the energy.
Shelley receives a serve. Stevens pushes it back right at Aviles. And I think North Park, yeah, they get a violation call, so it's 10-9.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of a hand pass. Either way, I mean,
and a backwards kind of dump attempt, but I believe they're going to say too much underneath it. That evens the setup again at 10.
yeah, and another one of those violations on North Park. It results in 2 points for the Hornets and tie this one right back up.
Rodriguez tried to end the momentum. We're going to get a meet me at the net scenario, and Rochelle saved it. Cook punches it over, and it lands inbounds.
Yeah, and talk about a dig right there from Tatum Casper. I mean, Rodriguez got all into one of those, and she's sitting back there alone and able to control it and eventually secure the point for the Hornets, and they take their first lead in this third set.
Cook gets the serve over to North Park. Another block in the set. Chappie and Stevens.
Yeah, and just a block party up front for the Hornets, and North Park has seen enough.
Timeout Vikings, their first of the night. Kalamazoo bringing some third set magic right now to hold a 12-10 lead in set number 3. However, the Vikings do lead the game 2-0. Take a quick break and be right back. Can the Hornet rally continue? They lead at 12-10 in set number 3. Rodriguez will try and put an end to it, and she will.
Yeah, and Rodriguez out of that timeout, trying to step up and put an end to this block party here in this third set.
North Parks brings Rothermel back in. And the Hornets bring Goddard and La Follette back in. And then a bad receiving end by Rochelle. Gets a point back to the Vikings. We're back even at 12.
Yeah, and right there, just a great hit by Carolina Aviles, and she's really been there the whole set for North Park. I mean, had a lot of great digs and great plays in this one, really keeping them in it.
Aviles has been great. So is Chappie in the third set, but that one dug out. A great dig by Goddard. Now La Follette gets a try. Rothermel in the middle, bounces on top of the net. Vikings scrambling, and somehow that's going to go over. What in the world do we have here? Rodriguez sends over. A sense of normalcy now as Stevens will get a try, just barely out of bounds.
Yeah, it looked like it might have been tipped, but the rest saying it wasn't. Kalamazoo a little unhappy with that call.
And Kalamazoo is going to take a timeout, so the last 3 to North Park, and the Hornets trying to regroup after a mini run for the Vikings. 13-12 North Park in set number 3. They lead it 2-0. Kalamazoo is about to embark on a very long road trip / neutral game run. Here's how it's going to look. Tomorrow at Manchester, neutral against Wilmington. Then at Anderson, neutral against Hiram, at Worcester, Geneva, and then at St. Mary's in a non-conference game at Dominican, then against Knox. Their first league game will be at Albion October 1st as Chappie plays that back over it, lands for a point. Their next home game will be October 5th when they take on Olivet.
You're going to have to wait almost a month before you get some more Hornet volleyball action at home. And as you saw, I mean, after that timeout, head coach Michael Saposi, I mean, not happy with his team, and he was letting them hear it.
Even at 13, Stevens with a big wind up. That one nearly an ace. Geeson tried to go for a quick kill while Follett swings. That one landing in the arms of the Vikings. Rodriguez swings. Unsuccessful. Chappie in the middle, blocked. Goddard to Stevens, and Ames decided to go after it. It felt like that was going long out of bounds.
Yeah, and that's what Stevens will do for you. I mean, really a powerful hitter, and in the back right there kind of gets lucky maybe that they touched it. But either way, just a great kill right there from Stevens.
Stevens again. That one too strong once more.
Yeah, and again, similar to Rodriguez, I mean, a really high toss and trying to get a powerful serve down and just unable to control that one.
Even at 14, North Park leading 2-0. It's Mary Kate Giesen to serve. And that one too strong, so the Hornets will keep the lead.
Yeah, just a little bit of a back and forth with, I mean, service errors, and the Hornets retake the lead. And this is really the problem part of these sets for the Hornets. I mean, can they survive in this middle part and not let North Park kind of climb back into this and take a big lead?
Lizzie Rochelle, the team dig leader, will serve. Rodriguez gets a try. It's blocked and it lands.
Yeah, and a great block up front right there for the Hornets. And I mean, really just an awkward angle for Rodriguez. She had to come way out of bounds to try to hit that thing back. And a really good angle if you're the blockers for Kalamazoo, and not a great angle if you're Rodriguez trying to get that one down.
16-14 Hornets. Their largest lead of the night at any point. Here comes Casper. That one lands, and the Hornet run continues.
Yeah, just a great hit right there from Casper. I mean, two blockers right in her face and able to squeeze it through, and as you said, another point for the Hornets.
17-14 Kalamazoo. Rochelle will serve again. Reynolds tries, gets it down, and North Park answers to get back within 2 in this set.
Yeah, just a little bit of an unfortunate spot right there for the Hornets. I mean, I thought they could maybe hit the ball on the second touch really close to the net, and then a little bit out of position for that third hit and the kill attempt.
Some issue with Casper and Goddard, I think, but ready to play. Rodriguez will serve. Took some heat off of that one. Now Koschmeider pushes it back. Got it down.
Yeah, and as you said, I mean, Rodriguez kind of struggling a little bit with her serves in this one, and took a little bit off it kind of just to place it, and maybe a little shaken up after that one.
18-15 Kalamazoo. With how set number 2 went, and really how the end of set 1 went, might be the last thing you expect with the Hornets to have a lead in set 3. But what confidence would this be for this team, for this program, if you can take a set for the 15th ranked team in the nation?
Yeah, and even if you win this third set, I mean, it inspires a lot of confidence for the fourth set, and maybe to even get a run to the fifth set. I mean, it's tough to do to come back from 2 games to none, but the Hornets feeling it right now and maybe thinking they can.
They need 7 more points to win set 3. Still a ways to go.
Yeah, and really got North Park flustered here in this one. I mean, they just look a little bit out of it at the moment.
Kiana Mulby serves. Rodman gets the try. Stevens there for the dig. Big swing for Cook, but it's blocked. Casper's going to get a try. That one blocked. Big time block for North Park, and those can be momentum swinging type of plays.
Yeah, and just really not a great set right there from Mobley. I mean, pushed it a little bit too close to the net, and Casper in an awkward situation with just blockers in front of her, and ends up with a huge block for North Park.
They get another try. It's Koschmider in the middle, and again, the Viking middle in a good position. A great job by Cook to get a hand on that. Stevens sends it into the net.
Yeah, and as you said, a great play from Cook right there. I mean, no one over, and she saves it right there, but just an unfortunate play by Stevens into the net. North Park on a little mini run to try to get momentum back.
Quick timeout by Morgan Lemner. Kalamazoo clinging now to an 18-17 lead in set number 3. We'll take a quick break. Meg Rothermel will serve set 3, 18-17 Kalamazoo, trying to survive and advance to one more set with the 15th ranked North Park Vikings. Rochelle will receive. Here's Tatum Casper, short, but Reynolds there for it. Awkward angle for Hubner. Now Cook, cross court, just a touch too strong, and we are even at 18.
Yeah, and really a great spot right there from Cook. I mean, a little opening in the front right, and just pushed it a little bit too strong and landed out of bounds. And as you said, gives North Park the tie again, and looking to take the lead on this serve here.
Stevens receives. Here's Cook, tries to push it. That goes out of bounds, and the lead back to Kalamazoo.
Yeah, and Josie Cook, I mean, just a really smart player for the Hornets, who realizes that she doesn't really have to get up and try to kill one, and just places it strategically and gets another point for the Hornets.
That's where Josie Cook has made her money. Tatum Casper serving. Carolina Aviles with the dig. And now the Hornets get another chance. Taylor Stevens can't quite find it. Rodriguez tumbling on the floor. And Rodman will just send it over. Hornets are going to get another try. Here's Stevens. And a huge dig from Aviles. Rodman off of Mulby, and a point to the Vikings. This set providing everything you could ever ask for.
Yeah, and just two great digs right there from Aviles and Rodriguez, and really just kept North Park in it to the very end. And again, we have a long rally, and seems like they always go North Park's way.
Here's a name we haven't said in a while. Carly Simeona French will come in to serve. 19-19 in set 3. Koschmider tries to push it to the back corner. Simeona French there to block it. And then Stevens got a piece before Rochelle could get there.
Yeah, and kind of just an awkward looking hit. You thought she was going to go up and tap it real quick, and then she pushes it far to the other side, and just a great play there for North Park.
Vikings take the lead back. It's 20-19. Here's Simeona French. Cook gets a chance and tries to kill that one and does so successfully.
And there's a switch up from Josie Cook. I mean, you've seen her all night try to just place balls, pushing it over the net, and right there with a big swing and kills it right down.
Even at 20. Tony goes back to serve. Here's Simeona French. Casper from the back wall. Now Rotman got it down just in front of Koschmatter.
Yeah, and again, might have got tipped up front by a blocker and just took a little bit off of it. And that's why Tony was a little bit too far back on that return. Every single time you think the Hornets might slip away from it, they come back with a big point and see if they can do it again here.
It'll be Carmelo Rio to serve. And it's too strong.
And the Hornets pick up a freebie from Rio and a big point, and see if Cook can put one down to gain back the lead for the Hornets. I mean, just a really tight one in this third set.
Josie to serve. Rodriguez goes short. Cook is tall enough to get that. Now Stevens' turn. A tough dig from Simeona French. Rodriguez. Rochelle receives it. Here comes Stevens. Goes short. Hornets wanted a double hit. That one near the line. But Stevens get another try. And that one just a touch strong.
Yeah, and just a really funky looking play. And definitely looked like a double hit up front there and gets a no call. And Casper might have helped him out in the back end too, saving a ball that was going to go out of bounds.
That's what the Hornets were trying to argue, and now it's 22-21 Vikings.
And just an unfortunate break right there from the Hornets, but I mean, how can you respond after that?
Avila serves. LaFollette has it blocked, and the Hornets gonna get called for 4.
Yeah, I don't think that North Park got any piece of that, just into the net, and as you said, the 4th hit call, and now down 2, really in desperation mode for the Hornets to try to take back this third set.
Timeout, Kalamazoo, 23-21 North Park in set number 3. Vikings going for the sweep, coming up in about a minute. What a third set this has been, but the Vikings on the verge of a sweep. Need 2 more.
Yeah, and Kalamazoo really subs in their hot hands in this third set, trying to hopefully come back and pick up 4 points and maybe steal this third set back.
Lizzie Rochelle receives from Carolina Aviles. Rothermer tried to go quick, but now Stevens is going to get a chance. Blocked. Rochelle dug it, and then Casper. Goddard has to just send it over. They're going to go to Rothermel. Hornets get a chance. Here comes Casper, a long ways away. Dug by Rio. Rodriguez has it blocked. Still alive. She'll try again. Casper there. Rochelle goes a long way to keep it alive. Another long rally and a violation on the Vikings.
And finally, it feels like the Hornets get one of those long rallies to go their way, and just great plays on both sides. And I mean, a perfect set over there to Rodriguez, and just a great dig by the Hornets to keep that set alive. And we thought it might end right there, but just a great play and really keeping this third set alive.
23-22, Taylor goes back to serve. They go to Rothermel, cross court, got it down, and we are now at match point.
Yeah, and just a great hit right there from Rothermel. I mean, coming over to the near side and lays it right into the opening in the back corner. And as you said, game point right here for North Park. See if the Hornets can string together 2 points right here to force a win by 2 situation.
Sayana Reynolds in for the Vikings. Casper, the swing, knocked in the air. Punched back by Rodriguez. Chappie from the middle. Hornets need at least 2. Rodriguez trying to close it out. It's blocked. Still loose in front. And then a whistle. 4 hits, I believe, was the call. 24-23.
Yeah, not sure if it was 4 or if she got called for hitting the net, trying to dig it out down low, but really North Park playing some solid defense right now, but just unable to capture that point. Let's see if Rochelle can keep the Hornets alive in this one. Just need one more point.
Need a point to at least force a win by 2 situation. Some miscues by the Vikings, but now Goddard to Koschmider. Dug by Aviles. Rodriguez. Casper there for it. LaFollette gets a try, and again Aviles is there. Now Reynolds' turn. Got it down, and the Vikings earn a sweep on an incredible third set.
Yeah, and really just some overall good volleyball there in that third set, and just a miscue between Goddard and Stevens in that last play, and an unfortunate ending to a great third set for the Hornets.
Kalamazoo's third set rally comes up just a touch short, as we'll look at the numbers of this one, particularly the leaders. For North Park in kills, it was Adriana Rodriguez with 12, Shemaya Collier with 8, Annalise Rotman with 8. In assists, Mary Kate Giesen with 35 assists on the night, and in digs, Rodriguez with 18, Carolina Aviles with 15. Total blocks, Hayes with 1 total block on the night. Savannah Chappie with 2.5 total blocks for the Hornets. Tony Koschmider with 1.5. Chappie led the Hornets in kills with 6. Josie Cook behind her at 5. Yana Mulby with 11 assists. Michaela Goddard with 10. And Lizzie Rochelle with 14 digs. Goddard with 10. That just about wraps us up here. And you drop one to number 15 North Park, but boy did the Hornets rally. There are some positive things you certainly can take away from this game, right?
Yeah, I mean, the first set they played pretty good for about half of it. I mean, just a really down second set where they got into it. But as you just saw in that third set, I mean, if the Hornets can play like that against a 15th ranked team, they can play with anyone in their conference and look to win a lot more games this year.
The MIAA is tough, and it will be tough for the Hornets to make some magic happen this year. But in year one of the Morgan Lemner era, they're certainly putting together some good things to start early. Quick update from Mackenzie Field. The Kalamazoo College men's soccer team trailing the University of Chicago 1-0. That game is about 20 minutes in. The next broadcast will be tomorrow when the Kalamazoo College football team opens up their season when they take on Austin College. 1 p.m. kickoff. Don't miss it. That one is going to be fun. But signing off here from Tisch Loveless Court inside the Anderson Athletic Center. My name is Zach Metz. Next to me, Dawson Scoopin. North Park picks up a sweep over Kalamazoo. 3 sets to none. Thank you, everybody, and have a great night.